Alright, how's it going, guys? My name is Mr. Boss for the win, and in this video, yes, as you probably saw from the title and or thumbnail, I'm going to be telling you how you can get Call of Duty Ghost early. Now, of course, it's a way too early right now to link you to a direct source, but I can give you some tips, some advice, and some alternate methods to maybe getting this 2 to 3 days early, maybe even a week or so early. I'll tell you about what you can expect and some of the outlets that might be helpful for you. So, first, let me start off what you can expect. So, getting games like this early that have a set street date, so let's say November 13th, and you want to get it on November 10th. That's not breaking the law that you're getting it early. Setting a street date is not a broken law. That's simply a rule that these video game companies pass along to their publisher, their developer, and then distributors, and then companies like GameStop and Best Buy who buy from these distributors. So, obviously, there's nothing illegal going on here. It's just simply a breach of a rule. Now, another thing you can expect is the price. Don't go into this expecting to get this for the same value as you would going at midnight or opening day at GameStop. You're going to have to lay out a few more chips than you normally would. From my past experience for Modern Warfare 3, I got it, I'd say like 2 days early for $90. I got Black Ops 2 3 days early, 3 or 4 days early for about $110. So, if you don't have the money to spare, don't think about this because it's not the option for you. One of the reasons I do is because it's very helpful for my YouTube channel. You know, it helps to have the game early. The analogy that the PKA guys use is you get to see the NASCAR race like 2 or 3 days before every other driver, so you get to know the track, you get to know the feel of the game, etc. And that is one of the things that really helps me as a YouTuber trying to compete with a lot of other bigger guys. It's key to have the game early. So those are the two things you can expect, that it's going to be more expensive. It's not in breach of the law, but you need to know those things, that companies are breaking the rules and can get fined. Obviously, these fines will never be passed on to you because it's at the developer and distributor's discretion to hand that off to you. So that is the case as well. So those are two things you need to worry about or look out for. Obviously, the gameplay I'm showing you right now is just, No Man's Land from Call of Duty Ghosts. I thought it would fit well over the topic that I'm talking about. So a few outlets that you can use. The first one is probably the sketchiest option, and is the way that I use to get Modern Warfare 3, and that is Craigslist. A lot of people will, post these listings on Craigslist. This is obviously probably one of the most efficient because Craigslist is done through local searches, so like Atlanta or Los Angeles or Boston or New York. Those are probably some of the easier ones to do, but definitely the most sketchy because you're obviously going to have a face-to-face encounter with someone you don't know. If you are going to do this, I recommend you go with a friend or bring someone, an elder person that you might know. Obviously, situations like this where you don't know a stranger and dealing with goods that aren't supposed to be on the street right now. Obviously, like I said, it's not illegal drugs, but it's a good that isn't supposed to be out to the public right now. So definitely dealing with a friend would be very helpful right here. I would encourage you guys definitely to do that. That's how I got Modern Warfare 3. It wasn't my best experience ever, especially because Modern Warfare 3 didn't live up to the hype that I enjoyed. But, I got really lucky. Some guy had a few extra copies and I was able to snag it from him. Another more efficient, or less efficient, but more safe source would be eBay. eBay, some guys have them on eBay. I don't know any particular names. You will just have to search around for it. But the thing about eBay, you can easily get scammed because with eBay, instead of paying face-to-face, you pay first and then they ship to you. So you really have to take into account what you're buying, who you're buying from, check feedback, check, if this guy's got good history, like, oh, this guy's a great seller, fast, good communication, you want to look for that. Those will be the guys you want to look for. And you've also got to take in mind shipping time, so that's going to be something that will throw a loop in the mix, whereas Craigslist, it's just a handoff, whereas eBay, they will actually ship it to you, so you could be looking at a day or 2 days less time, and that's with expedited shipping. And the final one is mom and pop shops. If you don't know what I'm talking about, mom and pop shops are kind of the locally owned small business video game shops. They're typically found in more rural or less heavily industrialized area. Like finding a mom and pop shop in like New York City or Times Square, not likely to happen. There's going to be GameStop and Best Buy, but those guys obviously aren't likely to break the rules. So you want to look for mom and pop shops because with my experience, when they get the game in, if you've pre-ordered it, they'll call you and say, hey, the game's in, do you want to pick it up? Because from my experience, that's a good way that they do a lot of business, is through these methods like that. So anyways, guys, like I said, my name is Mr. Boss for the Win. Hopefully these little tips and information bits that I've told you have helped you and will possibly greater your Call of Duty search experience. Hopefully will allow you to get a few days early, or maybe even a week if you're lucky. But if you're looking at the week, like 4 to 5 day mark, that's going to be lots of cash. And I'm talking about like even 3 or 4 times the amount that it would cost to get it on opening day, just because there's such a high risk, high reward. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I encourage you guys to leave a like and subscribe if you are new. Stay tuned for new videos on the daily. And of course, I will see you guys in the next video.